Christine. Welcome to Book Talk. Today we're discussing the second book in the Raven Boys Quartet, The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. So since this is the second book in the series, I'm not going to go much into detail about what it's about. If you haven't read The Raven Boys and you're interested in it, I have a full book talk where I do my best to explain the concept here. Now, if you've already read The Raven Boys and you're on edge about reading The Dream Thieves, The Dream Thieves is a lot about Ronan. Ronan is the cruel snake kid from the first book. If you don't remember, he has the creepy tattoo. He has that raven chainsaw that he took from his dreams. Dream thieves. We learn a lot about him and what exactly this dream thing is, and about his dad who was murdered, and blah 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 blah. The problems that I had with the first book were that it was kind of hard to get into. Maggie's writing style is very verbose and it takes me out of the story a lot. She'll go off on a tangent about something that's unrelated to what we're really talking about, and I find myself just slipping out of it and reading the words and not, gathering the story. That happened a lot in The Dream Thieves, which I was hoping it wouldn't since I already read the first book, but it took me a long time. It took a long time for this to get really kicking. I don't think it got kicking till after 150 pages, which is hard, and the only reason I pushed through is because I really was happy that I pushed through on The Raven Boys. And this one, I'm happy that I got through it. I feel like I'm challenging myself reading the book because I'm not exactly enjoying myself, but I do find it really interesting. I like that I'll be able to read the next book, but reading it, I was just wanting more. I wanted more interaction between the characters. The thing is, we're so based on Ronan, and Ronan is this really mysterious, hard to read character that doesn't really express himself very much except through physical actions. And that's a cool thing that a character can have, but when he's the main focus, it's hard to relate to him. So it's hard to keep really invested in the story. Without spoiling anything, if I was going to rate these two books, I like The Raven Boys better than I like The Dream Thieves. I wanted more Gainsey Blue stuff in here, because Gainsey Blue are the most grounded, I would say, characters, and the most relatable. I'm glad I read The Dream Thieves. I'm gonna rate it 3 out of 5 stars. I'd give it an 80% on a regular rating scale if I was grading it. Didn't hold my attention as well as I had hoped. If you read The Raven Boys and you're still curious though, I think you should read The Dream Thieves. I don't think you should just throw it aside. I want to read the rest of this because it's just so interesting and different and creative of a story. I don't really like the cover of this book either. It has a lot, not that I should rate it based on its cover, but this one was passable. It was okay. It's white. I don't think I like the white background with the drawing on it. And this one with the human on it, maybe it was just like the circle of, oh, is that supposed to be Chainsaw coming out of his dreams, maybe? I don't know. I'm just not a fan of this cover with Ronan on it. That's the end of the non-spoilery section. If you have read the book, stay tuned! Okay. Like I said, I wanted more Blue and Gainsey in this book. We had that scene where they almost kissed and they kind of both acknowledged that they have feelings for each other. I just wanted her to kind of tell him that she broke up with Adam for realsies too. Her and Adam never were actually dating. She was dating Adam as much as she was dating any of the other boys. But that was a really nice scene, and I wish we had more of that. I wish there was just a little bit more sweetness in the book. It was very harsh. It's like The Raven Boys was a puzzle, and I was trying to put it together really hard, and all the pieces I got were really interesting. I was like, whoa, look at this piece, look at this piece. How am I going to put them together? And this book, I'm expecting more of the pieces to become clear with how they fit with the other pieces, but I feel like I just got a whole nother puzzle dumped on my head. It's just more unclear than it was before. Ronan. The ley line is already hard to explain, but that Ronan has the power to channel its energy into actual materialistic things and crazy monsters. It's so weird. It's such a weird concept, and that the Gray Man was looking for a thing. I was thinking maybe that there was a thing and that subconsciously, Ronan was using it. And then it all clicked when they went to visit the barn. And they see all those sleeping animals and all the weird stuff in the kitchen. That was a really interesting scene. Just knowing that his car even was drained by his dad and the mom. At first I was like, oh my god, what's wrong with this mom? And when it clicks to them that she was a dream mom, he took his wife out of a dream. And then he had kids with a dream? Is that what we're getting at? Wouldn't that mean that his kids would have shut down when he died? I was kind of confused about that. Because I was trying to think, like, did he adopt the kids? Are they not real kids? And he was like, I would know if I was part of a dream, right? But he would have died or fallen asleep when his dad died if he was dreamt. So, I don't know, the whole thing is very strange. It's hard to conceptualize in your mind, just to really lay out the rules exactly. It gets really mushed up. I guess that Kavinsky was a dream person when he left the licenses outside of their apartment. I was just waiting for Ronan to catch on, and when he did, that scene where they were taking the pills was really bothering me. I was just like, stop. Stop drugging yourself. Do you think he dreamed those pills? Are those special pills that just knock you out to dream? I don't know. It made me uncomfortable hearing it happen. I just really don't like Kavinsky. I'm glad he died. Oh, also, we get this drop that Ronan is gay or might be gay. Not for sure, but they hinted at him being gay. And I think that they hinted at him having some Adam connection? Because he helped Adam with the rent. The rest of the book, I was looking at their connection differently, and I don't know if I felt some weird vibe going on. Maybe Adam is gay too? I don't know. I could see that. Maybe. He could just be kind of confused, or maybe he's even bi. I don't know. But that would be really cool if Ronan found someone. I just really want him to have a relationship with someone besides Gainsey. And I love him and Gainsey's relationship. I love that they're brothers. I love he's like the only person that he's kind of real with. And I love his relationship actually with Matt. I love Matthew, and I wish Matthew kind of was around Ronan more, because it makes Ronan more human. And he's just so hard around everyone else. It's hard to want to be around someone or want to read someone when he's like that so much. It's hard to get in his head. This whole gray man storyline, plotline running through the book. I loved this plotline. I loved that we were introduced to him and we're immediately thinking he's this sort of villain hitman, and our whole view of him is kind of 180. We learn to kind of view him as a human being, and eventually we're on his side, and I wanted him and Maura together. I love that making that connection with someone helped us understand him. Now that he's connected to other people in the town, he's kind of, you know, becoming human again. Not that he was never not human, but he had hardened himself to everything around him and disconnected himself, and then connecting himself to a person again allows his kind of mind to open up back to having a normal life. Does that make sense? I just really loved the way we got to know him, the way he became an ally by the end. He's a good guy to have on our side. He kicks ass. I love that he's this hard, intense hitman, but he loves poetry. That's his real love. And what the hell's the deal with Maura? We end with her going into, like, Neverland? Seriously, did she go where Neve is? She in Cabeswater? Did she skeeve herself out? And when I say skeeve, I mean like scythe or whatever that word is that they do go into the water bowl, that like Neve did at the end of the first one. We didn't really get what she did. She's like in Mirrorland. I don't know what's happening there. It's so confusing. But is Maura there? I don't get it. And why did she go there? Why'd you do that? I love how intelligent the gray man is. I love how intelligent Blue is. And you just get more of a feel for her character in this book. She's kind of just very sensible in the first book. But here she's more of a presence, and she's more assertive of the things that she cares about. And sure, she's probably already like that, but we didn't really get to see those sides of her in the Raven Boys. We get a lot of character development in these books. I like everything that I get out of these books, but I just don't enjoy reading them as much as I would like. It's weird. I have a weird relationship with this series. Adam just gets weirder and weirder in this book. I still don't understand what's going on with him. Like, all the people who have... What are those spirits? Are those people who have died in Cabeswater? Or... I don't know. And just all of them can use him as their arms, or like, is he Stiefvater in human form, or like, and this whole magician thing? What's going on? Is Adam becoming a magician that can control Stiefvater, or like can use the ley line to use magic? Is that what's happening? Like, can he channel the ley line now for his own personal uses? That fight with Gainsey really irritated me. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's becoming selfish, and I feel like I said, he's cracking, and now that he's connected to the ley line, I don't know if he's gonna use it for good or evil, and and supposedly he kills Gainsey. I don't know how that's gonna go down, but I don't know. I'm confused. The puzzle is not clear. We didn't have a lot of Noah in this book either. He was one of my favorite people in the Raven Boys. There's Noah, Gainsey, and Blue that I like to hang out with. I love the scene with Blue where they're the only people at the factory, and he's like, well, you can kiss me, I'm already dead. And it was just really cute. And he was like, I would ask you out if I was alive. And she was like, I would say yes. And then he disappeared, and I was really afraid that she did something to like kill him in the afterlife. And the scene with Adam was just really, I wanted it to happen, but it was really hard to watch her be like, I don't want to kiss you. Prove it. Prove it. If I'm not your true love, then kiss me. No, I don't want to. You don't get it. That's not the reason why this is happening right now. She was so right. He doesn't even talk to her. He doesn't do anything. And maybe that's why he wanted to kiss her so bad. He's confused about his sexuality. Maybe. I think my favorite scene in this book was the scene on the boat with Orla and Blue when they were trying to find the objects under the lake. They both like strip and jump in the pool, and Ronan starts laughing, and Gainsey's like so confused as to what to do with himself. That's where I laughed too. I never find these books particularly funny, but I laughed in that scene, so that was fun. Also, like, is that wheel that they found that come off when Ronan was racing Gainsey's car? We still don't know what more Blue is. That's something more that we're waiting for, hasn't been revealed. My love for Gainsey has just grown. I love his family, and I love how they went out of their way to give Adam things but not let him know that they're giving him things. I just love that his sister gave him a fake used crappy car, you know? That was just, they're so nice and they care, and it's really nice to see that from a really wealthy family. There's so many families that are just very wealthy, but they don't have a good relationship with each other, and they're not really kind people, and here they really are, and they really care, and it's nice to see. I was kind of let down by the climax in this book. I didn't feel very climaxy to me. It was that scene with a dragon thing that Kavinsky pulled, and I pictured this nightmare monster that he pulls at the end, the white one, to look like the White Walkers in Game of Thrones. And I pictured him like a giant White Walker with wings. And it was weird to picture. It was hard to see like a fire dragon fighting a White Walker in front of a parking lot full of drugged up kids. So I'm gonna read the next book. I don't think it'll be like a priority. I mean, knowing me, when it comes out, I'll be like, yay, I want to read it. Because I'm so interested, but I'm so not enthused when I'm reading. I don't know. It's weird. It's a love-hate relationship. I love the intricacy of the story. I just don't like how it's being dished out. Or I don't know, because I do, in perspective, love the way she's developing the characters. I don't know. How did you feel? Are you feeling this way? Are you like, I like it, but I don't really love it? I don't know. It's confusing the crap out of me. Let me know how you're feeling, what mysteries are really bothering you, how are you feeling about this Ronan possibly liking Adam thing. I can't wait for something to happen with Gainsey and Blue. I want to see more of Noah. I love the Gray Man and Mora. I'm mad that Mora's gone now and the Gray Man just came back to stay with them. But we'll work it out, hopefully. Hopefully in the next book we'll work out this whole Mora Neve thing. Hopefully we'll work out this whole Glendower thing. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts. I'm Christine. I'll talk to you next time. Bye! The Dream Thieves is... The Dreams Thieves... The blah blah blah... Is this a tongue twist? The Dream Thieves. The Dream Thieves. The Dream Thieves